members will be able to attend the team's final practice. So this will actually be the second straight year there will be no spring game after the COVID-19 pandemic suspended all on-campus activities last March.
So what's with this? And then the Big Ten yesterday also said that all sports are open for fans immediately.
They could have the spring game or the open practice, but Harbaugh doesn't want anybody there.
Well, he's going to have family and friends and football alums.
Right. You?
I will be there.
But it's not a traditional spring game. It's like an open practice, right?
It is, and there hasn't been a traditional spring game, even pre-pandemic. There hasn't been a white versus blue or maize versus blue sort of spring game in some time.
This story is pretty cool. Patriots offensive lineman Justin Herron is being called a hero by police in Tempe, Arizona, after he actually helped rescue a woman who was being attacked in a park. This is wild. So police say that a man pushed this 71-year-old woman to the ground. He was going to start sexually assaulting her, and she was screaming, and he happened to be in the right place at the right time. He was out in the park, walking through the park that night when he heard her scream, and basically said, he did what he thought he had to do. As soon as you hear somebody screaming for help, that's what he did. He ran over to help her. He grabbed the man and held the man there until police arrived, and the man was arrested, and police actually presented Herron and this other guy who stepped in to help with Outstanding Service Awards.
That's cool. What a great story.
Yes,
Yeah.
Right place, right time, doing the right thing.
Exactly. Imagine that, having this large gentleman. I can only imagine his size. I don't know. It's terrifying. But good thing he was there. Yeah. Miller Lite is now selling probably bar-scented candles. I'm sure some of them smell like beer. Bar-scented candles, yeah. There's a trio of scents. You have Dive Bar, which, I can only imagine the smell of that candle is not the most pleasant, but it might bring back some memories for some people. Yeah. Beer Garden and Game Day.
Game Day. So
Yes.
Is that you light the candle and also, God, it smells like Tiger Stadium. Had a great aroma. It really did. It was disgusting, but it was our disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not sure
They're
what my
available.
house smells like.
No. They're available for $20, and all proceeds from the candle sales are actually going to go benefit a nonprofit that supports bartenders and service industry employees. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's nice.
That makes it a more incentive to actually go purchase them. And I don't, they can't smell awful. The dive bar to me would be the worst.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a great
love a
house
good dive
present.
bar.
I'd take it over.
Yeah,
Let's light it at your house.
Yeah, exactly. You have this one. Oh, man. All right. There was a time, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago, we were talking about the show Sex Sent Me to the ER, and you guys said that you've never even heard of it.
Never saw it, never heard of it.
Well, it is still on TV, I think on TLC, and this story was actually shared on that show recently. So there was a couple who recently tried to have sex through a door, okay, while they were role-playing. So basically what had happened is, I guess this guy had removed the doorknob, okay? So, yes, and he got stuck. Yeah, I know.
But remove the doorknob so there was the hole, right?
Yeah, exactly. So she was in one room, he was in the other, and unfortunately, he got stuck in the door, and he was in a lot of pain, as you can only imagine. She tried to do everything she could to unstick him, using different oils and things like that. Unfortunately, paramedics had to get there to get him free.
I was reading the article, and there's a quote from her that's unbelievable, where she said she was just so hot at the time or something like that, and she had the...
Oh my gosh, I don't have the article in front of me to quote it. No.
I don't know if they were actually...
Going from memory there for a moment.
I don't know if they were they actually role-playing, or was he actually doing the door thing?
Well, I think that he actually was doing the door. He was putting on understand it.
stuff?
Like this. It was like, I was like, they were having sex through a door? Oh, what? Like what? Oh, I don't understand. And then, oh, I get it. Totally get it. Oh, yikes. Finally, guys, there was a man
This
who
story is
was...
unbelievable.
It's so dumb.
Oh, I can't
What did he think was going to happen?
Yeah, okay, here's a quote. Carrying on with the DIY around the house, he said, I have to cut a really small hole because, of course, Katie has to have a vintage door knob. As I was looking at the new doorknob, I had an amazing idea. Quote from Katie. I was surprised by how turned on I was. I was playing with him through the door hole. I got so excited I just said we should have sex right now through the door. Unbelievable. See? That's what I get for not being a handy guy. I could have, done something like that. My wife would have got turned on, and next thing you know...
But you could have ended up like Eric.
Yeah, next thing you know, I could have got stuck. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, one more, Heather?
I'm going to end it there.
Okay.
That seems like a good place to end.
Blame you. All right,
Yeah.
don't forget, 725. Your chance to win $2,000. It's the 2 Grand Slam, 97-1.
Hey, it's tournament time, and with so many games going on, who wants to bet just one? That's why you gotta love betting parlays on FanDuel. It's great. It's a great way to combine bets from different games for an even bigger win. And guess what? FanDuel is here to help if your parlay doesn't go as planned. They're going to give you up to $25 back in site credit if your parlay of 3 legs or more falls 1 leg short. That's 1 parlay each day of the tournament for new and existing users. That's why FanDuel is America's #1 sportsbook app. They're always hooking you up. The app is easy to use. There's so many betting options to choose from, and always exclusive, always on promotions. And when you win, they're going to get you your money in as little as 24 hours. If you've been thinking about signing up, now is the perfect time to give it a shot. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up with promo code Jansen so they know I sent you. That's FanDuel Sportsbook, promo code Jansen. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of Radio.com and 97.1 The Ticket. Must be 21 or over, present in Michigan. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max refund of $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM950 Traffic Center. This time around, the roads are in pretty decent shape. No accidents or slowdowns. You will find some work crews periodically blocking the right lane on 8 Mile westbound at Hoover today. Also in Dearborn Heights, road work is scheduled to close the Old Road westbound ramp to Hines Drive. And there's also planned road work for Michigan Avenue eastbound at Telegraph involving the right lane closure. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The Detroit Red Wings play the Nashville Predators. Pregame tonight at 7:45 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Hey, this is JJ Reddick. When your skin feels fresh, it's easy to take on the day with confidence. That's why I love using the new Dove Men Plus Care eucalyptus and birch deodorants and body washes.
Experience the Dove Men Plus Care plant-based line for yourself. Buy it now at Walmart and Target.
Gordon Chevrolet is back, selling the hottest vehicles in town. Gordon Chevrolet. When you pick out the vehicle you would love to drive, you receive a worksheet with 18 different purchase and lease payments for you to choose from. And do this from the comfort of our outdoor showroom with covered patio seating. Go ahead your lease and take advantage of 0% interest for up to 84 months or sign and drive lease programs. End of month deals are here. Open special hours this Saturday 9 to 3 at Gordon Chevrolet on Ford Road just by Samaritan and Garden City. Gordon Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Flagstar Bank is looking for experienced professionals to join our team as loan officers, sales managers, processors, underwriters, and closers. Hires will receive a competitive signing bonus through March 31st. Flagstar cares about the health and well-being of our employees, offering a permanent host of work-from-home opportunities, comprehensive medical coverage, and generous paid time off. Apply now at flagstar.com/careers. Flagstar Bank is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, disabled, and veterans employer.
When you're running a business, you don't have time to worry about slow internet or confusing cybersecurity. So get fast, reliable internet from Comcast Business on the network that can deliver gig speeds to the most businesses. You can have the advanced security of Comcast Business Security Edge to help eliminate threats. And enjoy the peace of mind that comes with knowing 24/7 support is just a phone call away. Get fast internet and advanced security made simple so you can bounce forward with Comcast Business. Help your business bounce bounce forward with an amazing offer from Comcast Business. Get started with a powerful and reliable internet and voice solution for $35 each month for 24 months for 2 years when you buy both. Plus, ask how to add Comcast Business Security Edge. Call 1-800-501-6000 today to find out more. Restrictions apply. Limited to new Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice mobility customers. Early termination fee applies. Enrollment in EcoBill and autopay required. Security Edge available when added to Comcast Business Internet for additional monthly charge. Call for details.
Hey, it's Heather Park. It's tournament time, and when the college hoops action tips off, Bet River Sportsbook is the place to be. They've got game days covered with tons of promotions and mystery offers. We're talking buzzer beater insurance, profit boost, parlay insurance, and more all tournament long. Log on to your Bet Rivers account on any tourney game day to see what Mystery Madness special is waiting for you. Visit BetRivers.com for full terms and conditions. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
Citywide, 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/hire. That's ZipRecruiter.com/hire. ZipRecruiter.com/hire.
Does it feel like finding clothes in your fit is impossible? Tired of feeling overwhelmed with options that just aren't right? Let the experts at Stitch Fix do the shopping for you. At Stitch Fix, we make sure each piece is hand-selected for your life. So whether you're staying home or on the go, Stitch Fix has the answer for what to wear. We make it easy to find what works for you. Signing up takes just a few minutes, and styles are delivered directly to your door. Get started today at StitchFix.com. Stitch Fix, your style delivered.
I'm Jeff Lesson. We begin our 25th season of Lesson on Golf with a Masters preview. What's in Tiger Woods' future? And, of course, the best deals in golf at LessonOnGolf.com. That's Lesson on Golf, Sunday, 8 a.m., right here at 97.1 The Ticket. The Tigers' home opener is only 7 days away on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jackson.
We're just a few minutes away from the 2 Grand Slam. Pistons lose to the Pacers last night by 5, and then after the game, they got the trading deadline going with DeLon Wright being shipped to the Sacramento Kings for Corey Joseph and 2 second-round picks, including the one this year that belongs to the Lakers. So Pistons now have 3 second-round picks plus their own pick, which will probably be, in worst-case scenario, top 4 pick. In that many games there, Minnesota Pistons. It's going to be a 3-way battle for that. The fade for Cade Cunningham. People think he's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Draft, of course, always on ESPN, which is also the home of Monday Night Football. Now, the NFL schedule, John, has not come out yet. It will be after the draft. I wonder if our friends at BetQL set some odds or something. The odds on the second game of the opening Monday night doubleheader to be Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams and Matthew Stafford in LA.
Why in LA? Let's make it in Detroit.
Well, because it's already scheduled.
Oh.
We already know where they're playing.
Yeah, I guess.
So it's going to be in LA. And of course, it would also, be bad for us because we have to be up till like 1:30 in the morning and then come in and
Yes.
talk about how much better Goff was than Stafford or Stafford was than Goff.
Yeah, we can make that debate at that time. It'll
Yes.
be a nice discussion to be able to have.
Of course. Absolutely.
And I'm wondering who's going to be in the Monday night booth?
They haven't announced that they're going to keep the 3 from last year. I thought they did a nice job.
I thought they did a good job. And obviously, I'm biased. I would like to see it again with Brian Greasy as part of the color team. And they've really been looking to find, that fixture in the Monday night booth that we all can associate Monday Night Football with, and they just haven't found it yet. At least for to their liking, because since Tirico and Gruden, they've had. I mean, who have the play-by-play guys been? Sean McDonough, Joe Tessitore, and obviously last year Steve Levy.
Right. You know what? What I like about Steve Levy is, in a business where there seems to be huge egos, and look, people are different than they appear. When you're watching the game, he appears to be egoless.
Yes. He
lets Greasy and Louis Riddick, and they do a great job with Rio. And my only beef, if you want to say, with that broadcast is, believe it or not, there are times I can't tell who's talking, Greasy or Riddick. Their voices are not that dissimilar.
Right, they're and their cadence is similar as well, and that's usually what you can use to separate the two. And I agree with you. Sometimes it's hard to tell, and you can tell obviously when they're talking about the quarterback. Chances are it's Greasy, but the other kind of wrench that they're throwing in there, last year when they had the two games, didn't we have Herb Street and Fowler?
Yes.
So I like those two together. I really like those guys together. And I like Herb Street's take on a lot of things, but I like them more on Saturday nights as the prime time crew to get the Saturday night college football game going from, waking up with those guys in the morning on College Game Day, finishing the day with them. I think it's very interesting sometimes to watch the way they get around from game to game. I think it's very entertaining. But I understand the NFL. I understand the draw. I understand the money. But selfishly, one for Brian Greasy, I'd like to see him get that Monday night job again. But I would much rather watch college football on Saturday night with Fowler and Herb Street and not get them on Sunday night or on Monday night. I just don't know what. I just don't know that.
I don't think we'll have to worry about that. I mean, as good as Herb Street is, I think he is college football.
He is, and I just don't want him to lose that for the paycheck or for, I don't know. I mean,
I would be stunned unless the money was that much more, where Herb Street would say, you know what, I've had enough of this, going to, being in, South Bend for game day and then, flying to, Clemson at night or something like that. I'd rather just, do the one game. I don't think so. He loves college football so much. I don't think that would happen.
I hope not. And he's so ingrained in college football. His depth of knowledge, just the way he delivers, it's all good.
Absolutely.
It's the Stoney and Jansen 2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000 in 60 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is the 2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000. The way this exercise works is we will give you 10 questions within 60 seconds. For every correct answer, you get $25. If you get all 10 within the 60 seconds, you win $2,000. We will not tell you if you had any right or wrong. If you do not know the correct answer, we suggest you pass. Make valuable use of your time. I've looked at the questions. I've taken the test. I had a brain fart on one of them, so I got 8 right.
There's one that's, if somebody gets it, I'm going to be very impressed.
Well, there's 2. There's the one that I had the brain fart on.
Is it the Wayback Machine?
I'll tell you that later. No.
Yeah. Oh, really?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. Anyway, we'll figure this out. Anyway, we have our contestant. And he hails from West Bloomfield. Frank, what's going on?
Not much. How are you, Tony?
Good, Frank. How are you? I know
I'm good. External.
Yeah. Now, Frank, I know the answer to this question. Have you played before?
Of course I have.
Yes, you have. And
I did the last one with Jamie, and I feel like I let everybody down.
Yeah, you didn't have a good performance, right? But you were close once. I think this is like your third
I
time.
got 9, and they got 3.
Okay. All right. Well, we have a chance there because you're a veteran, so I'm going to set the bar at 8.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to put the pressure on, even though I believe this is pretty tough. Even for you. All right, here we go. The clock will begin.
Read the questions fast.
The clock will begin when I start, all right? Are we ready, Frank?
Yes.
All right. Michigan's men's basketball team beat this team in the first round last Saturday.
Half.
Who is the head coach of Florida State's men's basketball team?
Pass.
This Piston had his 32 jersey number retired in 2017.
Rip Hamilton.
He played Han Solo in the original Star Wars.
Harrison Ford.
What is Gonzaga's official nickname?
Bulldog.
Who won the men's college basketball tournament 2 years ago?
Virginia.
What is the capital of Virginia?
Charlottesville.
This band had the 1997 hit Everlong.
Foo Fighters.
Who is the manager of the Minnesota Twins?
Pass.
She was the lead actress in $1 Million Baby.
Hillary Swank.
Michigan's men's basketball team beat the
Texas Southern.
Who's the head coach of Florida State? Who's the manager of the Minnesota Twins?
Rico Vitale.
Not close enough. I can't get it. So I have you with 6. Is that correct, guys?
No, 7.
Seven.
Yeah, 7 because you went
I
back
would
to
have hit the
Texas.
bar if I got it. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay. Way to go, Frank. By 7 times 25, 140, 175. Way to go.
He's got a whole scouting report and everything. Make sure you read fast, Tony.
Yeah, I know. Now, I'm trying to think which one. Okay. I know.
Did he say Rico Beardelli?
He said Rico Vitale.
Yeah.
It's Rocco Baldelli. He was close. So I give him credit.
Yes.
He went back and used his time well as far as getting Michigan's men's basketball team played Texas Southern, so he's right on that one. He passed on the head coach of Florida State's men's basketball team, was Leonard Hamilton. The capital of Virginia, Frank's going to shoot himself for this one. He said Charlottesville. It's Richmond. And he also, and that's it. I brain farted on Hillary Swank. I knew exactly who she was. I just forgot the name. And I guessed that I was right on Everlong.
Where'd she go?
I have no idea.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know.
She was big for a while.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
to 19601
I actually
Schoolcraft
thought,
Avenue.
Tony, that you were going to get a chance to go back and read a question a third time, which I don't know that I've ever heard. He was...
I know, he used his time wisely.
He did.
Yes, that was very good.
Hillary Swank was in most recently that movie with like a femme fatale kind of movie with there's a black actor. I remember he was in this black show called Almost Human, but I don't know what his name is.
Schoolcraft Avenue.
Okay?
So you're welcome, guys. I guess.
In 5.8 miles, take
Yes,
exit
we
14C
will
onto
Google
39 and Southfield Freeway.
Ray can give you the correct answer of that movie. All right, don't forget, coming up shortly, you can actually listen to the signing bonus and win $1,000. Daniel Norris will join us coming up at 8:02. Phil Martelli at 9:02. If you want to have a great time, lots of fun, there's a city that provides all of that, and that city, of course, is Las Vegas, Nevada. And when you go there, you want to stay at a cool place, fun place, that is the D. Book a room right now, thed.com. Great deals right now. And the D takes all the necessary precautions to make sure you stay safe. Enjoy the comforts of a high-end Las Vegas hotel. And, they got great food there. If you've ever been to Andiamo's around here, Joe Vicari's Andiamo Italian Steakhouse, voted the best steakhouse in downtown Las Vegas. And for something more casual, you got the American Coney Island. You want to play golf? The folks at the D will set you up with tee times at all the great places, but it's the excitement of the long bar that sits the D apart. Hang out, watch the games, the bartenders put on a great show. And you might see the owner, Derek Stevens, our buddy, hanging out there, telling him to sent you, and he just might.
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
So book a room today at the D. Go to thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
This hour's ticket signing bonus keyword is joy. Text joy to 72881 for your chance at $1,000.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Now's the time to have Hall Financial refinance your home loan. Shave years off
urge you to get a colonoscopy. COVID-19 has gripped this area, and the amount of colorectal cancer screenings have gone down. We need to ramp back up. You no longer need to wait until you're 50 to get a screening. On behalf of Jamie and his family, please sign up for a colonoscopy today. It could save your life.
Stay in the second lane
The
for
Detroit
right.
Pistons host the Brooklyn Nets. Pre-game tomorrow night at 6:35 on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jackson.
97 was the ticket. Danny Norris will join us today. Here's for Martelli at 9:00. By the way, I do want to mention on yesterday's program, we had breaking news at the time of
Take the exit.
Tim Peel, the referee being fired by the National Hockey League for having his mic on and saying he was a national penalty. Well, what I didn't know at the time, I'm sure they raised it in the later shows. They just put up a issue to our show for some strange reason. End of the season anyway. So it was not a huge, deal. It's still a huge deal, but it wasn't as big a bold move by the NHL as I thought at the time. To just fire his ass,
He's basically suspended him, right?
Yes.
Right, yeah, because they didn't really say they fired him. They
In
just said he's not
4.4
going to
miles,
referee.
take exit 11
Right.
towards Schoolcraft Avenue
This
on
season
Pleasant
or
Road.
in the future.
So, yes, he can't pull a Brett Favre.
Yeah, so you can't, there will be no, shall we say, I guess old-timers games for him, Probably not. By the way, our buddy Dave Burkett of the Detroit Free Press has put out a mock draft 2.0. Dave Burkett, we love his work.
Oh, yeah.
So I haven't even seen it. I just spent some Lions, listen to the Jets, Jamar Chase, Miami, Trey Lance to Atlanta. This is slow. Penny Sewell to Cincinnati, Justin Fields to the Eagles. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Pitts to the Detroit Lions.
This is where Burkett starts the narrowing usually.
Yeah. There we go. Here's what he says. Oh boy, another tight end. Only Pitts is not your normal tight end. He is a mismatch player who can attach to the line of scrimmage or split wide. New Lions coach Dan Campbell is a former tight end who loves mismatches. So as odd as it seems, this is a good fit for the Lions.
Yep.
So, and he has Waddle going after him, Surtain 9, Rashawn Slater 10 to Northwestern. He doesn't have Devontae Smith going till 13 to Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
There's no trades here either.
No. And as we talked about earlier in the year, or earlier this week, I think Lions fans need to embrace the T-in and get out of the mindset that he is only a tight end. You already have one in TJ Hawkinson, and people are going to say, well, why would you need another one? This is a guy that you are not going to line up. Yes, he can attach to the line of scrimmage. Most likely, if he is, it'll be in a wing position. He'll be standing up. He'll go in motion. They're going to use him in more of a receiver role 95% of the time, as opposed to anything that a tight end is going to do at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and look, people, we have good reason to have tight end syndrome. And if you want to even go back in the Wayback Machine, when they drafted David Lewis as a tight end years ago in the 80s, and he was a bomb. Brandon Pettigrew, who they got that pick from Dallas and Roy Williams trade, he was a decent player, but it was a 20, okay? And then you have Ebron, and then you had Hawkinson. It just, Hawkinson is going to be a really good player. Coalition or everything in the Pro Bowl. But yeah, this is a completely different player. The Lions' luck is, at least in my mind, is the fact that a team that is so bereft on the defensive side of the ball, this is a weak draft for really impressive defensive playmakers early in the draft.
It is, and the point I made earlier about Kyle Pitts, and I'm not saying he's going to be Calvin Johnson, but when you look at the measurables, he compares more to a wide receiver that we're very familiar with here in Detroit. That's Calvin Johnson. At the Combine, Calvin ran a 4.35. He was 6'5", 239. And Kyle Pitts, and the official pro day is coming up, but he just ran, as reported, if you can believe what you saw on Instagram, a 4.4640, and his measurables are 6'6", 240. So he's 1 pound heavier and 1 inch taller than Calvin Johnson. And you compare that to most of the tight ends, he is not as big as other tight ends. He is faster than most other tight ends, and he has the size and speed to be a difference maker and a mismatch nightmare for defenses when you line him up as a slot, or you line him up as on the ball outside extended.
So his position, if he is drafted by, he will be drafted whether by the Lions or by somebody else, should not be TE. Like Roger Goodell should say, with the 7th pick in the NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select receiver Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, you can call him whatever you want. Just don't pigeonhole him into one position, because you can use him in so many different ways and in so many different packages. If you do want to put him, just imagine putting TJ Hawkinson on the end of the line of scrimmage and lining Kyle Pitts up as a wing, and all of the different routes and combinations and mismatches that would present to a defense. You line them up in the slot, you line them up as a wide receiver. We talk about trying to make mismatch nightmares. This is one for opposing defenses, especially when you pair him with a guy like TJ Hawkinson. And then later in the draft, maybe you take a receiver and you address the defense, in the second round. But there is nobody, if you stay at 7, and Stoney, you just mentioned this, there's nobody at 7 defensively that I think is worth that 7 pick.
All right, so you're saying, John, if the Lions stay at 7, the selection should be Kyle Pitts?
Yes, if he's available.
Well, obviously, you're not going to draft him.
No,
right, yeah, but
the QBs are off the board that you want.
Right, QBs are off the board, and we talked about this earlier. What I would take Kyle Pitts, because I think he is that type of talent. He is a game changer. And, we talked about this earlier in the week with Penei Sewell. If Penei Sewell and Kyle Pitts are there, I think the bigger need is for playmakers on offense, and you can go later in the draft and find an offensive lineman to plug in there at right tackle. Would I love Penei Sewell? Absolutely. Would I love Trey Lance? Yes, I would. But Kyle Pitts, I think, is going to be a terrific player, is going to have a huge impact for whichever offense he's a part of.
If he is as good as you think he's going to be, I don't think he'll be there at 7.
I agree. I don't know that he gets past, he might not get past Atlanta. If they decide that, hey, if we can't get, one of our top quarterback selections, we're okay with, Matt Ryan as our quarterback for another year.
Right.
We're going to give him a great weapon in Kyle Pitts.
It's funny because except for the obvious